resolution 2013-101 and 2013-102 to officially vacate entirely part of the utility easement dedicated with the Himley Business Park and to officially dedicate the new utility easements for lots 1 and 2, block 2, Himley Business Park. Previously, the Planning Commission and City Council approved the site plan review for Family Dollar, which indicated this vacating and dedicating in order to square up the lot and easement lines. These resolutions will be filed at the Fillmore County Recorder's Office as part of the official Himley Business Park plat. See attached resolutions.
And these are required, Your Honor, because between each lot line at the Himley, we have a 10-foot utility easement. And if you'll recall, we made some lot line changes because we had to swap 10 feet of land in one case and add 10 feet from another lot. And so this is the cleanest way to square up that document, make sure these easements are properly removed and then recorded as to where they actually exist. Otherwise, they might have an issue down the road if we don't take care of this properly. And I think this is the last thing that.
This is the last item that the city has to accomplish, to provide notice to the buyers that the easement has been corrected and that they don't have one running through the middle of their building. So.
Then they record them, and we should be.
That's great.
We're hoping to close on Wednesday.
All right.
I'm getting tired of even saying it because I haven't been right yet.
It's only been about a year.
Yes, it has.
You want motion for each separate, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I move that we accept resolution 2013-101 as pertaining to the Family Dollar store.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Bunky. Any questions, comments, concerns? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Can I get a motion for 2013-102?
Move to accept it.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Hansi, second by Mr. Bunky. Questions or comments? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 All opposed? And the motion passes. Thank you.
Anything else for?
Anything else for me, or can I be excused?
Should we excuse him?
The meter's running, yes.
I'll sit.
You're out of here.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
Let's move on to 8D, review of preliminary feasibility report for Mill Street Reconstruction Project, Highway 43, Bridge to Bridge. Representatives from Oldham Engineering will be present to discuss the feasibility report and progress of the joint planning efforts with MnDOT. As this is a discussion on the preliminary report, Council will take action at the next regular meeting to consider a resolution adopting the final report with the attached preliminary report and staff report.
Your Honor, I think.
Welcome.
Because this is such a large project, I thought it'd be good to go through the preliminary, even at a draft level, so that we can set the next meeting and go through it and then set the public hearing. So it's an extra step, but I think it gives council an opportunity to talk to Josh about where we're at and get a sense of what the next steps are for going forward.
So before we start, there's just a couple of quick changes on page 7. On 6, on the summary there, it says estimated total project cost, and that's $337,142. That should actually be estimated assessment costs, is what we're putting in there for now. And then on page 8, there's a estimated number 7, estimated cities cost, and that should be estimated total city cost instead of estimated total project cost. Those are just the only changes that I noticed that need to be made. Otherwise, overall, kind of just going through, you guys know the condition of the existing sanitary and water main are old, and then we kind of go through and explain the main problems of with our infiltration. and how it's, most of it's 6-inch clay pipe. The water main, same thing, is 6-inch or 8-inch cast iron pipe with lead joints. And it's pretty much most likely installed at the same time the sanitary sewer was installed back in 1895. And anything south of Jesse Street was most likely installed probably 1959 or somewhere in there. The proposed improvements you just kind of see right away. We talk about on number 2 on page 5 about how the street will be widened in some areas, trying to get a more consistent corridor all the way through for our back-to-back for our curbs. The road is basically designed off of what MnDOT has come up with their traffic forecast to be, their volumes that they're proposing. We're going to be proposing a 6-inch thick bituminous wear course on top with an 8-inch thick crushed rock base, and then 18 inches of sand below that for our typical section all the way through. As you guys know, all the concrete sidewalks and curb are going to be replaced. As far as the services go, what we're going to do is everything will be replaced up to the right-of-way, and then for the businesses that are there, most of the buildings are right along on top of the right-of-way, we'll be going up to within 5 feet of those buildings. So that way we won't be getting into trouble, with the buildings, stability-wise. Overall, we're going to be replacing any sanitary services that are made out of transite pipe, Orangeburg pipe, or that are poor condition clay pipe. A lot of them have cracks or roots coming into them, so we'll be replacing those. And we'll also be requiring the homeowners to replace from the right-of-way to their building. Anything that's PVC or in good condition, we're recommending the homeowners can just leave it or just have it cleaned. And for the water services, again, anything we don't know the existing conditions of the water services, so we're looking at having to be on site making those decisions, whether most of them should be able to stay as long as they're copper pipe. The thing that we're looking for again is transite pipe or anything else that's like a galvanized steel pipe. We recommend those be replaced, or anything else that's got a poor condition that we can see. Just kind of going through again on page 7, the total project cost from our recent estimates, after we got all our quantities put together and from our recent design, is a total of $3,533,000. We're suggesting a 30% assessment cost for this project. Obviously, our standard size pipes for sanitary are 6-inch pipes, so anything that's an 8-inch will be covered by the city cost. The total assessment costs we're estimating to be $337,142. Again, that's 30% of what the city cost will be. We're looking at that'll be shared over 64 property owners roughly. We're still trying to figure out exactly assessment map-wise who to include and who not to include, and who's going to be benefiting from the project overall. The total city cost is about $1,695,858, and that is kind of coming up with our street improvements, our storm sewer improvements, the sanitary and water, and then with the services as well.
And that price is, then you gotta take the assessments off that price?